Thank you very much. Our people have suffered, and from what my sister just said, it did not start today. For years, different civilization used Africa to build their continents and their countries.
Hmm.
Raped Africa, took everything from Africans. Anywhere you go to Africa and see the people are not speaking their indigenous language, know that that language they're speaking is the people that colonized them. If you go to Angola, rather than speak Angola indigenous language of Angola, they're speaking Portuguese or German or
Mhm.
whatever. Know that those that look like in Nigeria that you're speaking English as your lingua franca, it's because Britain colonized you. So these things are not hidden. Anywhere you go in Africa that the people left their indigenous languages and speaking that of another person, practicing their culture, like my sister said, know that those were the people that colonized them and they have not left them.
Hmm.
They are still colonizing them. That is why Africa is so poor. This thing is a very big project they did in Africa. They put a political process not meant to help the people. After they have used them as chattel slaves, after they've done it has CMNM like abomination that when you hear the details, you say, whoa, how did this happen? And they're still doing. Okay, leave the people now. Let my people go. No, they refuse. We will never let the people go. We'll continue to maltreat them. And they say they're practicing democracy.
Hmm.
Yet they colonized an entire continent of billions of people and held them down, shackled them down. And they want to say they're civilized. And they want to say they practice democracy. No, they don't. So these colonizers will look at what they did in Nigeria, because what they did in Nigeria is what they did in other parts of Africa. So we are just
Yep.
using Nigeria to give you an example. We'll mention that you see us go in and out Africa, Nigeria, because it's the same thing. It's the same template, nothing
So,
different.
mhm.
In Nigeria, they suspended the people's constitution. Why? So they can hijack their sovereignty and political process. That's why they did that, leading to constitutional disputes and grievances. Because when there's a problem, there's what we call root cause analysis. Get to the roots of it so that when you're solving it, you give a lasting solution. During the week, I was discussing with some people, and they feel that they are educated, they are professors. If you're professor of law, you're not professor of medicine. If you're professor in engineering, you're not professor of law. Calm down so that they will teach you what you don't know.
Hmm.
You people's ignorance is what is killing our people.
It's too much. It's
Ofonye na-asụ na
their
adịgo.
Western education.
Western education. So this problem led to what you have, the constitutional disputes we're having and grievances. They did not stop there. They stripped the people of their sovereignty, assets, and source of livelihood. They took everything. Go to South South. See what they did there. Their water, there's no fish, their land, they can't farm, nothing. They took everything away from them. You enslave somebody, take everything, and then you are killing the person now.
Hmm. Destroying their land.
Destroying their land, destroying the people, destroying their destiny, everything. They went ahead to impose puppets, the people that will benefit from the system. So when they give them small, small change, they'll become billionaires. In the place where people are so poor they cannot eat 3 square meal. Children cannot go to school with shoes. They go to school barefooted. People are coming out and say, oh, Dangote is the richest man in Africa. From where to where?
Okay.
What is he doing that the rest could not do?
Hmm.
You are becoming a millionaire, billionaire in a place where our people cannot eat food. How did you become billionaire? Are you the only person that has brain there? No.
Obviously.
They impose puppets, use them to replace the people's choice of leaders, because those people will steal things for them. That's the only reason they put them there. Things that you sell for $100, for instance, they'll buy it for $5. They give the puppet $1, for instance, and they'll become billionaire. When you discuss with some of these billionaires, or just ordinary discussion, they don't make sense. They are not intelligent. So how did you make your money?
That's following your brothers and sisters.
Exactly. So in place of electoral process, they put selection process to ensure that the people will not ever elect leaders of their own. The people that they can say, this one can do it. People have been doing it all this while. We told you that these are nations before now. We knew how to send representatives. But now these are criminals. They impose on the people. They select and impose on the people. These are the willing tools. They easily trade the people's freedom for the power and money they are making. It does not mean anything to them that people are dying. Each selection cycle that they call election, the incoming politicians will not even continue with the past projects and past proposals, because each group, each political group represents a foreign interest, a different foreign interest, not the interest of the people. So whatever people group that put them in there, they will do what they say they should do. Whether it will benefit the people or not, they don't care. That's why you see in Nigeria, we do one step forward, 20 steps backwards. One step forward, 20 steps backwards. Somebody will say, what is going on? Cycles of failure. They told you democracy, 8 years. Imagine if you do 10 cycles of those stupid 8 years, you will be 80 years. If you give birth to a child and you do 10 of those stupid, wasted cycles, democratic, so-called democratic cycles, the child will be 80, yet nothing is done. It did not start in Nigeria. Even here in America, the Black Americans have been voting Democrats, Democratic Party, ever since. When they finish voting them, they just use them. When they finish voting them, they will abandon them till the next season of voting. Democratic Party here.
Please continue to help us to hit the like button.
Yes, please.
We are doing serious blocking here. Thank you. And sharing, of course.
So the Democratic Party in the US, we're using that as an example for you to understand that it's everywhere. So if you understand it, then the solution will become easier to you. So they use the Black Americans just the way Caliphate Fulani use the Almajiri, Hausa Almajiri, those people that they have enslaved over 200 years. Whenever it's time for voting, that's why the Almajiris give them block voting, because they've been enslaved. Even in America, they manipulate people, especially Democrats. They are both evil, but one is more dangerous than the other. Now they're bringing Spanish people as a bloc. They're promoting them now, so that they become the new voting bloc in the plate. So they have used the Black Americans and dumped them. Now they are facing for a new wife. And the people do not even know that they are being used.
No, they're still defending them, those that are in the dungeon, still defending the process.
You'll be defending the person that is making your life miserable. Is that not madness? These people are the ones that cause war, crisis, and genocide that I see in Africa. But people, they say, oh, why are Africans killing themselves? No. Somebody is instigating it. Somebody is causing. Somebody is supplying ammunition. What told you here? They say this Fulani people that carry stick. One AK-47 is like $2,000. Who is buying that for them? People that have not even changed way of clothing. People that don't even have water to drink, they drink the pee of cow inside forest. How can they afford AK-47? Because they're being sponsored by the colonial masters. If you don't look beyond your nose to see what we're saying, you'll be making analysis that, like stupid analysis. You must put your eye down so that what we're saying will make sense to you. These people empower earlier minority group to invade and conquer the indigenous peoples. Look at your area, check who is killing you. All the places, southeast, northeast, northwest, everywhere that people are being killed and massacred, butchered, kidnapped. Who is doing that? Don't listen to stupid people on media. Go and listen to the villagers. They will know the people killing them. They will tell you because they know them. They speak a language. They know the people killing them. Who is empowering them? The colonial masters. They kill off the people that want to agitate for new system. That's how Biafra lost 3.5 million people. Starve children to death. Why? Because they want to steal resources.